Hey, welcome to the Midwest Picker YouTube channel. My name is Dave. This is Joey, my CPA. This is a what sold video. This is everything I sold in November, and this is just the glass. I sold a lot of glassware. I sold other stuff too, but I'm going to do that in another video. This is also called Q4, so if you're new to reselling, Q4 is busy for a lot of people. And people are shopping for Christmas, obviously, so sales should bump up. And if your sales don't go up in Q4, you're probably doing something wrong. Glass sells like mad. It doesn't matter if it's glassware like household dishes, or if it's vases or wine glasses or collectible glass. It doesn't matter what it is. I got a planter over here. This stuff sells like crazy. So I received over 100 pieces of glassware called Villeroy and Boch. So my mother-in-law sourced a whole bunch of it, over 100 pieces of it. And the pattern is called basket. And there's different patterns for Villeroy and Boch. There's country and different series that come out. This one was produced between like the late 1980s to the early 2000s, so it's really difficult to date it. I really don't even bother. I could spend hours researching this and have a precise manufacturing date. The buyers know when it was made because the back stamp on this glassware is a little bit different every few years, so they can figure it out. So she said, I just want 1/3. So this is a consignment sale. I don't do consignment very often, but I do for family members and close friends, so I'm going to do very well. I typically do 50-50 split on consignment, but she only wants 1/3. So we'll talk about the Villeroy and Boch at the end of the video. First item up I sold is this Fitz and Floyd. Now what is Fitz and Floyd? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I've never heard of it. It doesn't matter if you've never heard of it. This is quality glassware. It's not made in China. It's very good, no damage or anything like that. This was given to me for free. These are square dinner plates. They're pretty big. I listed them in a lot of 2. This lot sold for $39.95, and I forgot to mention everything in this video is shipping on top. Glass is very heavy. I charge the buyer shipping and they're happy to pay it. Next up is this uranium glass. So this buyer picked 2 random items and bought them at the same time. I love it when they do that. They put items in their shopping cart. I think it's been a long time since I bought anything, but they put them in their shopping cart and then they check out all at once. I love it when they do that. If they buy an item and pay for it and then see another item and pay for it, it's not impossible, but it's kind of a pain. I like to combine shipping for my buyers and save some money. These are just generic uranium glass items, but together they sold for $49. Cost of goods was about $3 a piece. It was a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I found these at a thrift store. Next are these Fitz and Floyd square dinner plates again. I had some of the listings as one single plate, I think. Yeah, one single plate. This person bought 3 plates, so they got a volume discount, and they sold for $59.85. Joey was really impressed. Next, it's been a really long time since I sold one of these. This is a tiny 6-inch collector plate. I used to sell them like crazy, but it's been like 3 months since I've sold one. Cost of goods is only 18 cents. I took a best offer of $12. I just want to blow them out. So not every sale is going to be a home run. Next one is this Corningware bowl. I got this from my sister. Thank you, Michelle, for that. Cost of goods free to me. The only problem is it didn't have a lid. So if you don't have a lid with your Corningware or your Pyrex, it's going to sell for less. And this one sold for $12.95. Next is some more uranium glass. This Fenton Beauty cost me just $5. I found it, I believe, at a thrift store. Sold for $39.95. My advice, sorry about that, buddy. My advice is to invest in one of these little ultraviolet or blacklight flashlights. You can get these cheap online, and slips in your pocket or your purse or your jacket pocket, and you shine it on uranium glass and it glows green. Not all uranium glass is green like this. Some of it's clear, some of it is blue, some of it is opaque green, even yellow, different colors, amber color. But when you shine a blacklight flashlight on it, it will glow green just like this. Next, we're not done with Mr. Fitz. Have you ever heard of Fitz and Floyd? I've never heard of it either, but I got these for free. Somebody gave me these dishes a long time ago, I don't remember, but this is a set of 4 bowls. So apparently I'm on a Fitz and Floyd kick in the month of November. I've had these in my eBay store for like 2 years. nothing. Then these sold. 4 bowls, $24.95. Next item is a bit odd. This is a glass paperweight. It's not very big, like 3 inches by 4 inches. It's railroad themed, so it did help it sell. This was part of a larger lot on high bid. It was just a bunch of stuff. So I think my cost of goods is about $1, and it took about a year, but it sold for $24.95. This blue little beauty is a Hull pitcher. Don't recommend this. Took 3 years to sell. Now some of this stuff like Hull and Fenton, it will sell, but really the market seems pretty dead for these low-end glass items. I personally am done sourcing this stuff, but if you want to source it, go ahead. It will sell. It just takes a very long time. Your margins are very small. Cost of goods was $2.99, and this sold for $19.95. Next is this box of Lennox, still new in the box, Christmas coffee mugs. Now Lennox can be iffy. It's hit and miss. Some of it is worth good money. Some of it is worth not a lot. This is kind of in the middle. Sourced this from an estate sale really cheap, about $8. The only reason I bought it because it was still in the box. Sold for $29.95. Up next, this coffee mug was a real nightmare. This is a Disney Nightmare Before Christmas. I thought, oh, you know, that's popular. Everybody likes that. No, it took 3 years to sell this thing. What a stinker. Never again. Cost of goods was $2. This was just a complete waste of my time. Another hit or miss item is Noritake. Now, I used to source a lot of it because I kept finding old Noritake, but I'm done with Noritake. I'm not going to source it anymore unless it's super old. It's just dead to me. It just does not move. It takes forever. I've got some Noritake off to the side in my inventory. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I keep marking it down. I put it on sale. I promote it. It just does not move. Cost of goods was $2, sold for $18.95. After years of being on my eBay store, I'm done. I sold this Milwaukee shot glass for $9.95. No, I did not sell it to Chuck the Backroad Bidder. Somebody else in Wisconsin. This was a lot of 41 shot glasses I won on high bid. Never again. Nothing wrong with shot glasses, but they take forever to sell and they're very niche. You know, you got the Detroit Tigers, you've got Florida with flamingos on it, you've got the Titanic. That was a real stinker. Yeah, too soon. Panda Bears, Chevy, Ford, Jack Daniels, whatever. It's very specific. That person has to like collect that item and really like that item, and then you're going to sell it for $7, $8, $9 if you're lucky. To me, it's not worth it. The margins are super low and it takes forever to sell. Okay, so now some Villeroy and Boch. This pattern is called Basket, and there are other patterns like country patterns. I don't know them all. But when you see these in the wild, and I'll put a picture up here somewhere, look at the back. If you look at a dinner plate or a bowl or a server, teapot, coffee pot, all ceramic, look at the bottom and look for this logo. Any pattern of Villeroy and Boch is worth money. So if you find it out in the wild, garage sales, thrift stores, anywhere, check it for any damage. Can't have any damage whatsoever. It's not worth it, even for 1 penny. But if there's no damage and it looks really good condition, pick it up and buy it if you can get it at a low price, because it will sell. So these 4 Villeroy and Boch pasta bowls for $99. Now we're talking. This was a volume discount. I think the first pasta bowl is $24.95, and then I give a volume discount, so it just added up to $99. Pretty heavy too. They paid a lot on shipping, but I don't care because they're paying the shipping. Next is just a single Villeroy and Boch coffee cup. I do have lots of them, like 2 and 4, and then I had an odd amount, so I listed this one single coffee cup by itself. Somebody needed a replacement and they paid $12.95. Next are these 2 little, I call them dessert bowls, fruit bowls. Different sellers call them different things, doesn't matter. This is a set of 2, sold for $24.95. They're really tiny, easy to ship. And then a couple days later, a different buyer bought a set of 2 dessert bowls for $24.95. Next, a single pasta bowl all by itself, sold for $24.95. I discovered that this pattern of Villeroy and Boch rice bowls are very rare and hard to find. I didn't know that until I started comping other people that were selling the exact same ones on eBay. This set sold for a full asking price, $59.95. And they're not that big. They're about 5 inches in diameter. You put some bubble wrap in between the two, wrap it up really good, box it, void fill, ship it out. No problem. I got a lot of positive feedback on my shipping. Gotta love $59.95 for 2 little bowls. And then a few days later, a different person bought another set for $59.95. I think when one person buys Villeroy and Boch and they bring it home and their neighbors see it, they get all jealous, and then they hop on eBay and they buy some. Because whenever I sell anything, a couple days later, I sell another one to a different person. Very weird. That's just a theory. Last item, Villeroy and Boch serving bowl, sold for $24.95. So that's the video, guys. Just the glass for the month of November. I sold a ton of it. If you're outsourcing, does estate sales anywhere, if you see nice glassware, just quickly flip it over. If it's, you know, sold at TJ Maxx or Target or Walmart, don't even bother with it. But if it's Villeroy and Boch, quickly check it for damage. And the weirder the better. Salt and pepper shakers, a ceramic coffee pot, they can sell for really good money. And look for those rice bowls and those pasta bowls if you can find them. And there's different patterns. They're not going to look just like the ones I showed you. They might be a little bit different. So that's the video. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up on your way out. Until next time, see ya.